Hello everyone and welcome back to Brick Country. Today we're going to be taking a look at this new LEGO Marvel set. It is set 76291, The Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron. It has 613 pieces, 9 minifigures, and retails for the price of, wait for it, 100 US dollars. So today in this video, we're going to be breaking it down and see, is this set worth that high price tag? So without further ado, let's get started. Starting with the box, it looks very, very good. It is very displayable. You can see it has a lot of graphics though, added to enhance the box art, having the iconic scene in Avengers Age of Ultron where the truck rolls and you have all the Avengers jumping over it to break through the barriers and attack the Hydra forces in the beginning of the film. Moving along to the back of the box, you actually get a better view of what the set will actually look like. We have a bunker, a watchtower, some of these World War II looking tank barriers, a lot of nice tree details with some snow and some green, nice mix there, and then obviously some pose pieces to mount all the Avengers coming over. Some other functions you can see, you can take the side modules off the main base, the bunker can be destroyed with the flip of lever, the truck is removable, and there's some stud shooters throughout the build. Very nice box art. On the side, I just want to point out this is a really cool concept. They have all the Avengers flying through the air with some nice graphics. Nothing on the other side, just the typical Marvel logo, and it is a very, very nice all-around box art design, but I want to take a look at the actual set. So let's go ahead and get this set built. There we go. That's better. Before taking a look at the actual set, though, I just want to say that there are 6 numbered bags included in the set, as well as this pretty sizable instruction booklet. And going through, it's done in the typical LEGO instruction fashion, as you can see, with the bar along the bottom. And it was very simple, very easy to follow instructions, and it came together very quickly. But let's stop putting it off and actually take a look at the set. Wow, LEGO. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. This is very nice, a lot better than I originally thought. Marvel, I would say, has not put out the best sets over the past few years. They've just been 1 or 2 good sets, but it was mainly for the minifigures. They're actually stepping up their game now, and this is a really cool, really displayable set. That and the new Milano set, which I still need to pick up, I think they're some of the best work LEGO Marvel has done in a long time. Let's take a look at this set. You can see we got all the minifigures in awesome poses throughout the build, and I think that really adds a lot, all these clear elements, having the Avengers pose in dynamic positions. We even have a clear element back here, having a Hydra soldier with a jetpack kind of taking off or being thrown back. Can't quite tell, but it's really cool. I like the trees in this set. A lot of different techniques used. We can dive into that in a second. But I love how they have some pose like they're falling. It just really creates a feel of chaos and also that almost slow motion scene. You can really feel it thanks to those clear elements in all the Avengers pose, where the movie almost goes into slow motion. You see all the Avengers jump in the air. And it was just a really cool intro scene to a movie, really eye-catching. And I think they did a great job at capturing that. So this set, of course, comes apart into modules, as I was discussing earlier. So let's break down each module as we go through. Starting off with the least parts-intensive module, we have the guard tower. So start with the base. You can see it uses some different black plates, one big one actually, and 2 curved ones to make this nice side. And then there's some white plates on the top, different curved tiles around the side to make the snowdrift effect, and I really like that. And then we have a little Technic piece over here to attach it to the rest of the build. The tower itself using some snot pieces at the bottom, and also uses some roller coaster tracks to get this girder feel going up to the top. Some more snot bricks on the bottom. Then is a 6x6 dark gray plate, and then using these modified 1x2 plates here and some tiles to create the sandbag effect for a more military base. We have a Hydra soldier on the top. And then Thor is mounted on the side using some clear elements, some studs at the top, and then some clips and a Technic element here to attach it, so you can have them slightly posed. And then there's also this explosion element and a robot hand element, I believe it is, a clip and bar, to attach it to the side so it looks like it's being destroyed, so adds more chaos. Thor minifigure is very nice. We got this new rubber cape element, and I'll actually pop them off real quick. You can see he's got some very nice printing on him, some rubber cape, and then the Thor's hammer, of course, Mjolnir, has this very large lightning element, the same piece I believe they used in the Avengers Tower set for it, and I really like that parts usage. And when you attach them, it really looks dynamic and really cool. The Hydra Soldier, there's 3 of them in the set. 2 of them look like this. You can see using some Chitauri-based armor. Really like this helmet. And then the printing on the head is very nice as well. You can see we have a visor on the front, and then more like a headband on the back. The back of the torso, you can see there's the Hydra logo and some more Chitauri armor. And he just uses a basic stud shooter weapon. Put him back up here. So there's 2 of these in the set, and the other one is the jetpack one, which I was saying about earlier. I'll show you more detail about that one later on. But yeah, that's about all for this module, and let's move on to the bunker one now. Now, the bunker one is really nice, but it doesn't have any minifigures on this part, but it also has a really fun play function. So for starters, let's look at the overall aesthetic. We got some large plates down here, some curved ones and some rectangle ones to make the diorama base, and then some snow elements, as I was saying earlier, some plates for snow. Going around this side, Technic element to attach to the base, and then inside the bunker, not much. It's just basically an open hole, and you got one of these elements right here. I believe it's like a drawer. You can put that back in. And then here's the first tree design of the set. I'll pop it off so we can get a better look. It uses some candlesticks and this stud with a hole in it. And then these newer fern elements, I believe they were first introduced in the Rivendell set, but now they're in a lot more colors. Another leafy element up here in white, and then 2 cones and a rod running through it to connect to the candlesticks. And it gives a very nice effect for a tree. I might have to use this for a small pine tree, use a small pine tree later on. And I really like how that looks. The bunker itself uses some nice dark gray angles and some stud shooters so we can pivot the main gun and also fire at some distant enemies. So that's really cool. It represents the Chitauri-like blasters very nicely. And then as for the play function, you might notice this tile sticking out, and this is for the Hulk figure. Let me grab him real quick. There we go. The Hulk figure you can recreate the scene where he comes through and smashes the Hydra bunker by charging through it. But this one has a nice lever function, and it's very simple. You just pop it back on, and it works very nicely, very smoothly. So that's a nice, fun addition to it as a play function. But now let's take a look at the main module of the build. The last module is the biggest, and that's where most of the action is. So let's start off by taking a look at all the minifigures, actually. So first, we have another one of the Hydra soldiers from earlier, exactly the same as the one on the tower. The next one is this one over here with the jetpack. The only difference is the jetpack, actually. The minifigure is the same. It just includes this nice Chitauri jetpack to have them blasting up through the air. Next, we have the Hulk. And the Hulk Big Fig, I believe this is a new print for his shorts. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. And it uses the nice olive green color. It's one of the newer Hulk figs where it has a separate hairpiece and separate head from everything else, which I like as opposed to the original Hulk Big Figs and all Big Figs, actually, how it was just one mold. I like the inclusion of a head because I can do this now. I can turn his head to have him look in a direction, and I really like that. The facial expression is very accurate to what we see in the film. So all around a very nice big fig for the Hulk. Very nice. Next, we can take a look at Black Widow. And the Black Widow figure, I believe, is also new and exclusive because she has some very nice printing. You can see it actually includes the blue lines running down her like military jumpsuit. There's some very nice printing, a lot of different gadgets and gear and pads you can see throughout her armor, a lot of like knee guards and stuff. You got her belt with the iconic Black Widow logo right here. And on the back, it's more of the same style printing. She does have a double-sided face, one being more angry and the other being a calmer face. Very nice Black Widow figure. Next, let's take a look at Hawkeye. Hawkeye is also exclusive, but the only thing that makes him exclusive, I believe, is the arms, because this looks very similar to the one we get in Avengers Tower. I'm actually going to grab that real quick. Well, I'm very glad I grabbed it because there's a lot more differences than I thought. So the only things that are the same are the bows, quivers, and the head and hair. But the legs and torso are entirely different, as you can see. One based off Avengers, the first film, and Age of Ultron. I thought they just did a copy-paste of the torso, but I'm really glad that there's actually a entirely exclusive Hawkeye figure, as I prefer the Age of Ultron version. You can see as also there is black arms as opposed to flesh tone arms. So I'm really glad there is a difference. And I gotta say, I think I prefer the Age of Ultron version of Hawkeye better. I think it looks a lot better, and I'm glad they did an exclusive one for this set. Next, let's take a look at Captain America. Now, the Captain America figure actually comes with this very sick bike. I love the mold on this thing. It's very reminiscent of like a Harley Davidson bike, and it's very nice designed for the bike. Let's remove Captain America real quick. And the Captain America figure is, Captain America is also very nice printing on the chest. And then as for the head, we get this newer mold that they've been using for Captain America, similar to other ones. The face print is one with a chin strap, and the other one is without chin strap and more of a basic smile. I wish, though, if they included this, they would have also included an extra hairpiece for him, so if I wanted him without his mask, because otherwise I would have wanted them just to keep the chin strap. Little complaint there, but other than that, very nice figure. I'm glad there is a chin strap for this look of Captain America. And then he also features this neck bracket, a clip to hold, and a clip to hold his shield, because when he's on his bike, you want the look of the shield on his back accurate to the scenes in the film. So very nice Captain America figure. Also, something to point out about the bike, I did not notice this. There's actually little grips for the minifigure's feet, accurate to what you would see on a real bike or four-wheeler or something like that. So that's a really cool addition. I don't know if this is a new mold for bike. Again, someone let me know in the comment section below. I'm not that fluent in all the different molds of motorcycle, but it is a very nice design for a bike nonetheless. Lastly, we have my personal favorite Avenger being Iron Man. He is such a cool character, and I really like this minifigure version of him. So starting off, very nice printing on the legs and chest, as well as some printing on the back. For the thrusters, you can see they use the typical 1x bricks, which are round and trans blue for the thrusters on the feet. But instead of using just an individual stud, they actually use 3 studs for his hands, and they are the studs with the holes in them, because to attach him, you actually attach him to a minifigure pole. So you got to slide that on. So very nice layer for thinking of that. It is the newer Iron Man head mold or helmet mold. Just pops up like so. And then one print has the hologram-like mask down over Tony's face. And the other face is a more calm expression without the hologram mask. A very nice Iron Man figure. The last thing you can remove from this build is actually the truck right here. Kind of hard to wiggle out, but then you can see it is a very nice design for a truck. I'm actually going to remove these clear pieces for Hawkeye and Black Widow for a second so we can take a look and appreciate the actual truck design. Very simple design on the bottom, and then as for the top, there's a lot of these jumpers to center the studs for the minifigures, so you can have 2 minifigures in there, some gears strapped to the front, you got the steering wheel, the parking brake I believe it would be representing, and some more gauges over here. Nice armor built up on the front, nice fender. And then we also have this roll cage over here, and there's no studs for attachment over here. It's actually fully Technic based, and then it kind of just ratchets down. We got 2 backpacks on either side for some more storage, and 2 gas cans actually attached to the back, so very nice detail there. And you can easily have Black Widow up here and Hawkeye in the back, just like so. How cool is that? I think that looks really good and really accurate to what we see in the film. Very nice. Let's take a look at this base real quick before we put everything back on and take one more look at the whole thing. So the base is very nice. Picking it up real quick, you can see there's some various plates all along the bottom to make it nice and secure. And yes, I did just break a tree. Moving on from that, you can see we have another one of the candlestick designs for the tree. And then over here, we have a more Technic-based one using some different angles to get this one mounted like so. And it also uses these like pirate ship wheel almost elements here for more branches. And then around here, we have one without those, and it's also a narrower design for the top, just using the Technic bar elements over here. This one you can see uses some more 2x2 plate actually up in there to mount all the ferns. The biggest tree over here actually uses 2x2 circular textured dark brown bricks. And then there's a lot of different bar elements and a lot of ferns. There's actually these large ferns, which I've never seen before, so that's really cool to see. And then also some more of the 2x2 sand green plates that are rounded to attach more of the ferns, and then the identical top for all the trees, obviously. This one actually, though, has a clip and bar mounted on the side to pose Iron Man actually flying over. More of the stands include one down here for the Hulk, one over here to mount the truck on its side, and then one over here for that Hydra soldier flying off. And then we also have some of these World War II tank barriers I was saying earlier. Very simple technique for those, but it looks really good. They're all connected with clips and these minifig pose elements, and it gets them all in a very nice angle. A lot of snowdrift techniques being used throughout it, a lot of these dishes, and I think the base looks really, really good. Let's actually put all the minifigures and its details back on right now. Well, there you go. I think this build looks awesome, and as you see from that time lapse, it's actually really finicky to get all the minifigures back exactly where they're supposed to go. But once you get them all posed, I think this set looks really good on display. Now, about that price tag, is this set worth $100? First off, I want to say, if you're a Marvel fan and have been wanting a diorama-like set other than the Spider-Man one and the Avengers Endgame one, this is probably my favorite of them all, as it just looks so, so good. And the minifigures alone are amazing, and the diorama just enhances all the figures so by putting them in these dynamic poses. $100 though, I would say that if you have any sort of insider's points stored up whatsoever, if you could maybe take $20 off this set, then it is without a doubt a buy. There is no reason not to buy it at this point, as it is such a good set. At $100, I would say that is a personal choice about how much is this worth to you. How much is putting this on your shelf worth to you? Because it looks really, really good, but it is also really expensive. So if you have any insider's points to put towards it, that would definitely justify the purchase of this set, as it is so cool. One side note of something that I can't stop thinking about with this set is actually in the title of the box. So notice what it says. It says the Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron, right? But it has these dots right here saying Age of Ultron separately. So it kind of makes me wonder if they're going to do more Avengers Assemble like sets from the other Avengers movies, because it says Avengers Assemble, then separately Age of Ultron in almost a slightly different font as well. It's all, the words are kind of tipped a little bit. So I wonder if that's just hinting at there is other Avengers symbol sets that they could do. I personally would love to see one based off the Infinity Wars with the Battle of Wakanda. I think that would be a very amazing diorama set to do, but it'd also be cool to do the first Avengers movie with the battle on the bridge with a ton of Chitauri figures and having all the OG Avengers characters again in their original forms before the Age of Ultron update. And I just think there's so many possibilities for more Avengers Assemble dioramas they could do. I would love to see one from all four of the Avengers films. Little side tangent, I know, and it may not be true, but I just think that'd be really cool and a really cool way of hinting at it if they actually ended up doing more of these amazing sets. Well, there you go. This has been my review of the LEGO Marvel The Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron LEGO set. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe and comment below your thoughts on this set. If you want to see more awesome LEGO content, you can check it out on the end screen now, and I'll see you guys later. Farewell.